Hola, hola, mi gente. It's me. Bienvenidos a mi canal. If you're new to this channel, hola, como tu ta. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, and if you've been here already, hola, como tu ta. So, this is me in the present day. I think today's Cinco de Mayo. I'm pretty sure today's Cinco de Mayo. But anyways, it's me. It's your girl in the present day. This video, as you guys can tell by the title, is going to be a postpartum update, 1 year postpartum. I did this 6 months ago when I was 6 months postpartum. And now I'm officially 1 year, a little over a year at this point, but 1 year postpartum. So yeah, I just thought to, you know, do a continuation of that video and check in for the next 6 months going into my first year of motherhood. I cannot believe still that I'm in my first year of motherhood. My son will be 14 months old. Time is flying, to say the least, okay? You guys will notice that my hair is obviously in braids right now, but when you see in the video, my hair was out. I was towards the end of my washing set, child. Right. There goes my son with his little self. But yeah, the reason why I'm filming this little intro is because the video that you're gonna see originally was going to be a much longer video. It was going to be 2 videos in one. So like I said, this portion is going to be a 1 year postpartum update. And I also had recorded the 14 things that I've learned in the first year of being a mother. So I had those 2 video ideas combined. Originally, I knew I was gonna film them separately. Then I decided to film them all together. And now I'm going back to the idea of filming it separately. So I hope y'all was able to keep up with that, if that made any sense. But yeah, so I'm splitting the video into 2 different videos. So if this video ends abruptly and that video starts abruptly, that's why. So I'm just filming this little intro here so that you guys know what the heck's going on. So again, this video, I'm basically splitting the video into 2 videos now. This is gonna be me talking about what it's been like 1 year postpartum. And then the next video, which will be next week, which will be uploaded on Mother's Day, is gonna be the things that I've learned within my first year of being a mom. I hope all of that made sense. Basically, I'm splitting the video up. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into the video. Hola, hola, pinche losers. Hola, mi gente. Bienvenidos a mi canal. If you're new to my channel, hola, como tu ta. And if you've been here already, hola, como tu ta. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here already. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Not too different because I've done this type of video before. But as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about my whole first year as a mom. Okay? Things that I've learned, where I'm at physically, mentally, and emotionally, and just, yeah, everything that has to do with motherhood. It's really hard to encompass everything that has to do with motherhood into one video. So definitely let me know if you guys have questions in the comments down below so that I can answer those for you. But I kind of already wrote down and kind of planned out what I'm going to talk about. Again, I did this type of video about 6 months ago. I'll leave a card up below somewhere, right, left, I don't know, so you guys can check that out, of my 6-month postpartum update. And now I'm doing my 1 year postpartum update because I have officially made it to 1 year postpartum. Yay! I am officially a mom of a 1-year-old, which means I'm officially a mom of a toddler. So yeah, I just really wanted to give you guys an update on where I've been physically, mentally, and emotionally, and like I said, just talk to you guys about some things that I've learned in motherhood. So yeah, if you are just interested, if you want to become a mother, or you're a mother to be, or maybe you are a mother, or maybe you don't want kids, but you just are interested in what having kids is like, I'm going to keep it real, raw, and honest with you guys and just give you my experience. Again, this is just my experience as a mom. Everybody's experience is different. Every pregnancy is different. Every baby is different. Every mom is different. So don't feel bad if you do or do not resonate with some things that I say. Everybody's journey in motherhood is completely different. I'm just sharing my journey. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Be nice, and everyone's entitled to their opinion, but just be nice and respectful. But again, communicate with me, talk with me in the comments if you have any questions or just things that you want to know. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this, because I definitely have a lot more sit-down videos coming for you guys. Okay? All right, let's get into today's video. So I want to start with where I'm at physically, mentally, and emotionally, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about the things that I've learned since becoming a mom that is particular to my journey. I wrote down 14 things in my phone that I really wanted to just talk to you guys about. Side note, I'm not bald headed. I have a ponytail, as y'all can see in the back. My hair is crazy, but I don't want to add any more heat to it. And I'm getting my hair braided next week. Okay, so don't judge me. Okay. Anyways, yeah, let's get into it. So physically, from 6 months ago, I'm pretty much the same. I think I mentioned this in the 6-month postpartum update video. Like, I tore when I gave birth and I healed pretty well and pretty quickly from that. So I have no long-lasting effects from that. And I would say now 12 months after giving birth, I do not have any, that I notice, I do not have any long-lasting negative adverse effects to pregnancy and childbirth. But I will get into that a little bit in just a second. But yeah, I tore, but that healed. I don't feel it. It doesn't bother me. I'm good. In terms of weight loss, I don't weigh myself, if I'm being honest. I think I mentioned this in that video as well. Like, it's a mind trip for me. Like, I can't do it. Like, I can honestly tell you that I do care about the number on the scale. And if it doesn't look the way I want it to look, I will cry for days about it. So that's just me keeping it real. That's just me being honest. So I do not weigh myself. I did have to weigh myself just a few days ago because I went to the emergency room. I'm okay. But I went to the doctor, and yeah, I did not like that number. I was like, there's no way in hell. There's just no way. Like, so I definitely am really, I've been saying this like for months now, but I really truly am about to get right back onto my grind. Honestly, I feel like when you look good, you feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I feel like I don't look good. That's just me being honest. A lot of people say, oh, you look great. You have this big glow about you since you've become a mom. And while that's nice to hear and stuff, I honestly have been very insecure and self-conscious about my body since giving birth. And I know that my body will never 100% be the same and go back to 100% what it was before. And I'm okay with that. But I do still want to be confident, comfortable, and feel good in my body. Before I gave birth to my son, I had lost 30 pounds and I had kept it off for about 1.5 years. So I really want to get back to that point. I want to lose the baby weight, which is about 30 to 35 pounds, I believe. I think I gained like 35, which is normal. It's considered normal according to doctors. They recommend gaining about 25 to 40 pounds for a singleton pregnancy. Singleton pregnancy means you're just carrying one baby. Obviously, everybody is different. Every pregnancy is different. Some women are more water weight than others. Some women, they gain 60 pounds. It just is what it is. So don't feel like I'm saying that to be like, oh, if you gain more than that, then you're as large as a whale. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just what I was told by my doctor and my own research is that it's usually typically 25 to 40 pounds is the range that they want you to be in when you're pregnant with a singleton, in terms of gaining weight. Obviously, there's other factors involved, but that's what they consider average and normal. I'm putting air quotes because it's all subjective, okay? So again, please don't feel bad. I'm not saying like, oh, if you had gained more than that or even less than that, then something's wrong with you. Definitely, I'm not a doctor, so consult your doctor on that. I just want to put that out there because girls like to tussle. So I just want to make sure y'all know I'm not trying to be rude. But yeah, so I gained what was considered the normal amount. So I definitely want to lose that. But I also want to lose an additional like 20 to 30 on top of that because I had gained like 30 pounds before I got pregnant. So the weight that I lost, somehow, some way I gained it back, and then I gained pregnancy weight. So I gained like, what is that, 60, 65 pounds. This is my first time like admitting it on camera. But yeah, and not all of it was from pregnancy. Half of it was pregnancy, half of it was my own doing. So vlogs and stuff like that. And I'm gonna say it one more time. Again, everybody's body is different. Like I said, some people really only gain like 25 pounds. Some people gain, I've heard people gain like 60 to 70 or maybe even 100 pounds from pregnancy, especially if you had consecutive pregnancies. Like you gave birth and then the next year you got pregnant and gave birth again. So again, everybody's body is different. Every mother is different. Every baby is different. Every pregnancy is different. So consult with your doctor on what is best and what is healthy for you. I'm just saying for me, I gained 35 pounds and that's at least the start of the weight that I want to lose. So I want to get to my pre-baby body, but I also want to get to my pre-baby body. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but other than that, physically, like I said, I do not have any adverse effects. I did get the epidural and I do feel like sometimes I get this sharp shooting pain in my back. I ain't gonna lie. It doesn't happen all the time. It's like once in a blue moon, it'll just catch me off guard. I don't know if that's from the epidural or if that's actually something going wrong. So I think the next time that I have that pain, I definitely will just go to the doctor just to make sure, like, is it from me giving birth and having an epidural a year ago, or is it like something's wrong? Like, could it be, God forbid, kidneys or something? You know what I'm saying? I'm being a little dramatic right now, but you just never know. Like, I get it like right here, like my upper, like mid to lower back. So again, it doesn't happen every day, but it happens pretty often, and I just want to make sure that everything's okay. But other than that, so I can't 100% tell you guys like, oh, it's definitely from the epidural, but can't really tell you that. I do know that when I had just given birth, like, I think it only lasted for about 2 weeks or so, but like right after birth, the pain from the epidural was still kind of there. Like, it just felt really sore, and it felt like my back was gonna break in half if I bent down. But I don't have that feeling anymore, and it's not, like I said, it's not like a daily thing. It's like a once in a blue moon kind of thing. So yeah, I can't speak for if that is from the epidural or not. But other than that, I really don't have any effects so far, glory to God, that I'm noticing from that, or anything else that had to do with me giving birth. So I'm very lucky that I'm not having any, you know, negative effects a year later. Say one thing I am still suffering from that I never suffered from ever in my life until I got pregnant was sciatic nerve pain. My left nalga, okay, nalga is Spanish for booty, for butt, or some of you may know it as culo, okay? Like my left, I'm pretty sure it's my left nalga. Like that girl right there, yeah. I be going through it sometimes. This one happens more often than the back pain. The sciatic nerve pain is terrible. It's basically, look it up. I can't even explain it to you, but basically it hits me on the upper part of my left butt cheek, and it is so painful. It will stop you dead in your tracks. You won't be able to lay down. You won't be able to sit down. You won't be able to walk. It's so uncomfortable. Like, it makes it really difficult for me to even walk when I have that pain. Like, it's so bad. Like, I limp like I'm like 90 years old. It's terrible. So that's the other thing that I feel like I'm still experiencing, and that's all the way from pregnancy. I started experiencing that like my second trimester, and I'm still going through it after giving birth. It's not an everyday thing, but it does happen pretty often. So yeah, that's just another thing. That's just another part of it. I will say it's not as bad as it was when I was pregnant. I think it was a little bit more painful when I was pregnant, but it still hurts like hell. So yeah, just prepare for that. It's possible you can have sciatic nerve pain. It's completely normal, but yeah. Now let's talk about like how I've been feeling mentally and emotionally. I'm just gonna kind of lump them together. Mentally and emotionally, I have my days. I think I said this in the last video. I have my days. I have my ups and downs. Some days are easier and better than others. We are right on track, right on time, routine. He goes to bed when he's supposed to. I go to bed when I'm supposed to. He eats on time. Like, some days are like, oh, yeah, I'm rocking this motherhood thing out, okay? And some days it's not. Some days it's really not. So that can cause a lot of ups and downs. I definitely am getting a lot more sleep than I did obviously in the beginning, and even 6 months prior. He pretty much sleeps through the night. The other night I got really lucky. This was just like 2 nights ago. He slept the whole night and didn't wake up not one time. And he slept from like, I would say like 8:30ish till about 8:30 the next morning. That's like 12 hours. He slept a long time. Your girl got some sleep. That was like the first time that I really got like sleep, like with him being here. Because when he goes with his dad, I do get sleep, but that was the first time like with him being here that I get like real uninterrupted sleep. Because I get sleep, I get about a good 6 to maybe 10, depending on what time I gotta wake up and stuff like that, and what time I go to bed. A good between 6 to 10 hours of sleep, which is way better than in the beginning. You get like 0. But uninterrupted doesn't always happen. He usually always gets up once or twice or more in the middle of the night. Usually it's easy though to just, you know, soothe him, calm him back down and get him to sleep, or he could soothe himself. But that was the first time like that I can remember where I really got uninterrupted sleep with him being here. I was like kind of shocked. We woke up the next morning and I was like, I think I actually woke up in the middle of the night to make sure he was like breathing. I'm like, you a little too quiet. Like, is you okay? Like, yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, so some days are better than others. Some days you might get that and some days you might not. But for the most part, sleep is definitely way better. I would say his sleep definitely improved around about 4-ish months. I started getting him into a routine at 3 months, and around 4, 5, and 6 months, we really got that routine solidified and he really started sleeping throughout the night. So it does get better, I promise. And I say all of that to say that getting sleep definitely does affect you mentally and emotionally and even physically. So you know how important sleep is even before you have kids, or for those of you who don't have kids, you know how you get when you're tired. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does not like to be tired. Everybody likes to feel good and well rested. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. So to now be getting sleep and getting even more sleep than a year ago is like definitely a little bit better. It definitely aids in the physical, mental, and emotional aspect of my well-being postpartum. So to all the moms and dads out there, it does get better, I promise. You just have to give it time. Too, like I said, some days are better than others. Some days I'm doing really well mentally and emotionally. I feel good. I feel like the best mother ever. I feel bomb.com. I feel beautiful. I feel like things are on track. I'm having a great day with my son. And sometimes he is a pain in the tuchus. Okay, he's a pain in the booty cheeks, a pain in the culo, and the nalgas, all of that, okay? In the derriere, all of that. Like, he gets on my nerve, I ain't gonna lie. And now he's a toddler. Toddlers? Different breed of animal, I'm telling you right now. Toddlers are not humans. They are a different breed of animal. Not human, animal, okay? They are crazy. Especially boy toddlers. Pray for us boy moms, because we really be going through it. Especially the boy moms, like the toddler boy moms. Please pray for us, because I be going through it. I really do. Okay, he be beating me up, pulling my hair, throwing his bottle at me, all kind of crazy stuff. Trying to jump off the bed, trying to eat cat litter. He ate cat litter the other day. He's eating cat food like 3 times. Like, it just... It's a lot. Like, it's a lot. And sometimes those things are funny. I don't even get mad. I just start laughing. And I'm like, this is too funny. And some days he just, you know, because he's a baby, he don't know no better. He's really difficult, if I'm being honest. And that does mess with me. And some days, you know, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. I'm doing all of this alone. Granted, my son does have his dad in his life, but if we keep it in a buck, I do 90 to 95% of the work. Just saying. I ain't gonna go into too much detail, but that's that. He does see his dad. He's with his dad right now. So mommy definitely does get her time to herself, which I'm about to get into as well. But yeah, so, but it really is hard doing it all on your own, especially financially. Financial expenses, like for a child, is no joke, especially when you're a single mother. So it can be a lot. Sometimes I just have my ups and downs. Some days are better than others. Some days I'm rocking it out and I feel like I'm that girl, and other days I don't. It's just, and I think that's just always going to be with motherhood. So he gets to see his dad really whenever he wants, but for the most part we have it set where he sees his dad every other weekend. So it works out great because that gives me 2, sometimes 3 weeks out of the month, depending on if there's 5 weeks in the month, to relax, recharge, film, just take some time for myself, actually get some sleep, take naps, do my nails, my hair. Like, it really gives me time to recharge and refresh and reset. And what I would say is, one thing I learned, and I'm going to get into this in a few minutes, one thing I learned is that I cannot be a good mom if I do not take care of myself, period. So it really is nice to have those moments where my mom or his dad or his other grandma or anybody wants to take him. I'm like, please do. At first I was a little like, oh my God, my baby, I'm going to miss him. And I do miss him when he's gone, but it's so good to have that time to myself. So like today, I've really been in a funk for the past few weeks. So today, him going with his dad, I'm not gonna lie, I feel relieved. And I really get to spend this time and just watch TV. I don't have to deal with getting no diapers, bottles, crying, bath, none of that. I really just get some time out of the month to just do the things that I love to do and focus on who I am outside of being a mother. And I think that's the journey that I'm on right now, is just trying to figure out who I am, not just as his mother, but as a human being. Who is Rashaya, like the woman, the person, before being the mother? You get what I'm saying? So that's really something that I've been just tapping into and exploring. And it's very essential for all parents, male or female, but especially mothers, to really tap into, because we give so much. and sometimes we don't get much in return. So we really got to be the ones to give that back to us. Does that make sense? Like, you're giving so much love, energy, and time to your partner or your husband or your kids. You got to give that to yourself too. And it's easier said than done, and some people don't have that luxury where they have grandparents or the child has a father that wants to take them. And I get that, and I'm definitely still lucky and still blessed that, you know, even though I am a single mother and I am doing most of the child rearing myself, he still has a dad that's in his life, wants to see him. I don't have to ask him like, hey, do you want to see your kid? He will go and be like, yeah, give me my baby. So I'm definitely blessed and grateful and lucky to have that. So that definitely does aid a lot in the mental and emotional aspect of how I've been doing postpartum. Is I do a lot of self-care, I do a lot of mommy maintenance, and when he's not with me, I really try to take that time to do stuff for myself, even if I'm just scrolling on my phone. And self-care is really what you make it. Again, it's easier said than done, and it's easier for some people than others. Some people, like I said, don't have that access to like nannies or other people to take their kids. So especially when you have multiple. So I would say take that time in the shower if you can, like when your kids are asleep. Do what you got to do. And there's this thing on Instagram, I've seen it a few times, where it's like, moms, like, we stay up so late at night because that's the only time that we really get peace and quiet and to enjoy ourselves. Like, I get to read my Bible, watch my shows, scroll on my phone, take a shower. And it's like, it's so funny because we regret it in the morning because we're staying up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's the only time that we get to really have to ourselves. And for me, like I said, I'm lucky enough that he gets to go with other people. But to some people, really, truly, after those kids go to bed, which is between what, 7 and 9 o'clock, depending on your routine, that's the only time that you have for you. Even if you have to get up for work the next day, that is the only time that you really have for you. So I would say, you know, be smart about it, but definitely do it. Like, if you stay up to 1 o'clock in the morning, but you had a good laugh, or you watched some things that you didn't get to watch, or you got to paint your toenails or whatever you had to do, take that time. It's definitely very essential. And that's something that I definitely have learned and had to start to push myself to do, is to really practice self-care, self-love, and just take care of myself. So that is the end for this portion of the video. Like I said, this was going to be me talking about my 1 year postpartum, so how I've been physically, mentally, and emotionally in the first year postpartum. Again, next video is going to be what I've learned in the months of motherhood. I did film this video in like March. It is now Cinco de Mayo, it's May. So yeah, because I had a lot of videos that I batch filmed throughout the month of March and just was uploading them slowly but surely. So yeah, I hope this wasn't too confusing, but that's what's going on. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in el próximo video. I'll see you in the next one. Besitos a todos and adios.
No